Hello there and welcome back. In this video we are going to talk about JustPy. We are going to continue our journey. So I would like to talk about HTML components. So basically JustPy supports corresponding components from HTML and SVG tags and whatnot, and we will create a simple example with 3 HTML components. So JustPy as JP, and we call this HTML comps. We create our web page, and then we add an I component, which is basically a text component which displays text in italics. So text equals I am italic, and A equals WP. So this way we add this component to our web page. We can create a BR component, which is going to be a line break. And let's create a strong component. And let's make the text I am strong. And we anchor it to the web page. And return the web page, then JP JustP web page, or rather HTML components. And if we run this example, you will see in the browser that we have these 2 HTML components. And we also have an example where we are using the get tag function. So basically what we would like to do is to create another function, HTML comps2. We create our web page from the JP web page, and what we do is to use the get tag function, and we get the tag for italic, and we say that the text is I am also italic or italic, and A is equal to WP. And we can also add the strong, and we can also add the line break. And if we run our HTML comps2 after returning the WP, this is what we get. Let's go back to the browser. Where is my browser? Here is the browser. We get the same result. So this is basically a different approach. And we can use Tailwind CSS to format our div tag. So let's call this function Tailwind div. And we create our web page. And then JP div. We add the text. This is the first in the div. And add another one. This is the second in the div. And we have to anchor it to our web page and then specify the classes. We will say that this is the italic class. So that's where the Tailwind comes in. And this is the strong font bold tag. And we'll return WP. And if we swap out the function and save it and rerun our example, this is what we see in the browser. So as you can see, we have added two divs with specific texts, and we used Tailwind to format this text. We also have an option to basically add container elements. Let's call this containers, and we create our web page, and then for I in range 10, d equals jp.div, a is wp, and classes equals m-2. And then for j in range 10, jp.span, text is equal to span, and we would like to add the value from the j plus 1 and the div I plus 1. Let's make it an f string, so we have the appropriate formatting, and we anchor it to the specified div. So this is how we create a hierarchy, and the classes are text white and the background blue and background blue 700, and the hover is background blue 200 ml1p1, and that should be it. And we return our web page, and if we rerun the example, this is what we should see in the browser. This is basically how we created the hierarchy. We have 10 divs, and each div has 10 spans. Alright, let's see what we have here. We can also create links. So let's close this video with the links. And here we create our web page, and the A is the attribute for the web link, and it will have a text which is python.org, and the href, which is the reference, https python.org, and we anchor it to the web page. And the classes are as follows: m2, p2, and what do we have? Let me copy paste this. So this is basically the formatting. We have white text, background blue, and we have a hover. And we return the web page. Let's swap out our function and rerun our example. Alright. Now we have the link on our web page, and if I click it, it will take me to python.org. And that was all I wanted to show you in this video. See you in the next one.